Because if you want to see him on Broadway, he's all over New York City. Because he tells me the one thing is that he's a rock star. He's an all-star. A big round of applause for all our comedians. Mr. Tim, Mr. G, Mr. Dan.
Yeah!
Let's get the show on.
Boy, we're really rushing the comedians up here at this point.
Giants fan. Yeah, that one I know. That's the only one I know.
Thank God!
Joe Namath I knew.
Holy Lord. Well, we're at the Lions Club, so I'm not going to start dissing on tables. But, microphone's getting tangled and shit. Maybe I'm just drunk. Maybe it's not tangled. How is everybody? How have we been in the intermission? Pretty good? What do you guys want to hear? I'm a little confused. I feel like I'm at a bingo night. G9, does that do anything for you? You know? What's the matter with you guys? You know? There's a accessoride outside waiting to pick you guys up and bring you home. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I'm a little upset at my dad tonight, guys. I already roused my brother a little bit, and I think I should let you know why I'm a little upset at my father. My father is here tonight. If you don't know where he is, he's the baby gorilla wearing a sweater vest. Oh, there he is over there.
Stand up, Mr. Chanod. There you go.
How the hell did you escape from the zoo? Give a round of applause to Pat Chanod Sr., ladies and gentlemen. He's been through enough this evening. This guy last night, I go out drinking, obviously, because it's Friday night. So I decided to go out and get bombed. Obviously. Well, for me, as a comedian, now listen, I just graduated from college, right? And I appreciate you all for not clapping. It's not an accomplishment at all. Thank you. Well, it's really not. I mean, I was there for 7 years and I walked away with an associate, so, you know, whatever you want to say. But, you know, my dad says to me, Dan, when you go out tonight and you come home, there's a couple of sandwiches waiting for you on the oven when you get in. Like, awesome. So I'm hammered drunk all night. I finally come home, and there's 2 sandwiches and tin foil on the oven, and I've never been so excited in my fucking life. I'm just so excited. And there's a pastrami sandwich, a turkey sandwich, a pickle, and this little green circle. It kind of looks like a pepper, it kind of looks like a pickle, I don't know. So naturally, I'm drunk and I decide to house everything without even questioning what it is. Little did I know that that pepper was the hottest pepper known to mankind. Dad, alright? How do you expect me to eat a pepper yesterday and come here today with a nice Valentine and hang out and have the runs? Alright? I told you you'd have the rent on Tuesday. Stop leaving me these peppers. This guy just wants to hear the shit joke over and over again. Awesome. Awesome. But you know, here we are on Valentine's Day, and this is my first Valentine's Day single in a really long time. I was in a serious relationship for a long time with a Puerto Rican. If you know Puerto Ricans, then you realize it really wasn't that serious. It was serious because every time we had an argument, I had the chance of getting my throat cut. But that's what Puerto Ricans do. I had to put bars on my windows when she'd come over so my parents would feel safe. But you ever notice that when you're hanging out and you're watching TV with your wife or significant other, and you want to watch, say, the baseball game, you ever notice that everything becomes this intricate trading game as soon as you are in a relationship? In the beginning, everything is nice and everything is fun. You're sharing your love with one another. But then once you're in a relationship for a little while, it changes. Has anything changed here for anybody? Is anything a little bit different? Like you notice that, easy on the Coronas. You notice that you want to watch the ball game, and you tell your wife, like, listen, I want to watch the ball game tonight. She tells you, okay, you can watch the ball game, But tomorrow night you have to watch Extreme Home Makeover with me. And that show is fucked up because it makes you cry. Every single time you watch that show, you cry. And your girl wants to see you cry. And you notice that when you go to work on Monday, you always talk about the game. You always talk about the game you watched the night before. You never talk about the show you watched with your woman. You never mention the fact that you watch Desperate Housewives. And you're really excited to see what happens. It's really important to know that if you're whipped on Valentine's Day, you ask yourself this one simple question. Do you know the basic storyline for Desperate Housewives or Grey's Anatomy? You're whipped. You wouldn't watch that show if you didn't have a girl.
I watch it.
And all of a sudden you're immersed. You're in chat rooms and shit online. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with Ray this week. It's crazy. But you know that's what happens. And then all of a sudden, once you start talking to your friends at work about it, you ever notice that? You be sitting in the cubicle, you're like, you guys see Grey's Anatomy? No, we didn't. Meanwhile, every other guy there knows you have. Now all of a sudden, not only do they start to question the fact that you're whipped, but they start to think you're gay at the water cooler. Like, hey, I heard Pat Chanod's gay. You hear that? But these things just seem to happen. And I mean, I don't know, everything today is with technology, right? Remember the days when people said that they would make a phone call and get in touch with you? Everything today is email. Email. Why can't you just pick up the phone and call me? Let me tell you what happens when I sit down on my computer to check my email. I'll sit down, I'll go to CNN.com, and there'll be this advertisement up of some hot chick selling soap. And she looks ridiculous. She's like, shop at CVS. I'm like, oh my God, she's hot. I go right to a porn site. I never ever check my email. Sometimes I fall asleep with my pants around my ankles right there at the computer chair. I never ever check my email. They're like, you get my message? No. Next time, call me, all right? I go on the internet, what, 16 times a day? 2 times are for personal business, the rest is for porn. And girls I'm dating are not allowed to go near my computer. You know why? Because I don't know how to erase the internet history. Yeah, she types in B for Bed Bath & Beyond, blacksonblondes.com pops up. I don't know. That's not mine. It's like, yes it is. The internet password and membership popped right up. I don't know what you're talking about, lady. That's definitely not me. And this DJ over here, this DJ in the Wayne Corbett jersey, I don't know what he's trying to pull. He got yelled at by Gene, he walked away, came back in a football jersey. I think we should put them both in a 3-point stance and see what happens. Where'd he go? Shit! That's not funny, he's not even around anymore. But every time, you notice, this has been one of the weirdest Valentine's dinners I've ever been at in my entire life. And if you cannot admit to that, and admit that this is, in fact, weird, and everything that's going on here is so strange, I don't know, man. I'm packing up my bags and I'm getting out of here. Because every time there's a problem with the lights, they turn the lights on, they turn the lights off. I think I'm hooking up with the hottest girl ever. They turn the lights on, she turns out to be a man. I don't get it. I've been drinking Jack on the Rocks for 14 hours. I want the lights at a consistent level. But other than that, you guys have been an awesome audience. Wayne Corbett is back on the DJ, and I can't even be more excited about that. Have a good night. I'm Dan Chanod. Take care.